Yesterday at a golf outing held annually by the Los Angeles Chargers, Brandon Staley told reporters that contract talks for Justin Herbert are ongoing. What caught my eye, though, is this quote attributed to Justin Herbert by Lindsey Theory of ESPN.com. Herbert said that he has faith in the team. They've done such a great job of taking care of us, and my message hasn't really changed. It's been an honor to be part of this team. It's great to come to events like this. Whatever happens, happens, and it's out of my control at this point. Whatever happens, happens, and it's out of my control at this point. That is not a way that a quarterback should be thinking about his contractual future. It's not out of his control. It's fully within his control. He needs to take control. If he wants what he wants. Joe Burrow said it a few weeks ago. I'm pretty clear on what I want. You have a say in this, Justin. You're no longer being drafted by the Chargers. You have options. You have leverage. You have power. And if you don't use it against them, they're going to use it against you.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but, I think it's another inkling into, what makes a quarterback a little bit. And some of them can be just kind of, I don't know what the phrase is, unassuming, not worried about the finer details of this. And like you've always said, Mike, it gets used against him because he loves football. He's a gym rat. He just wants to play ball. So he's not into the finer details there and that stuff. And that does get used against quarterbacks. I mean, Mahomes, Josh Allen, they kind of feel like they're the same way too. Like, it'll get done. It's my agent. I'm going to be rich no matter what. How rich do I got to be? I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but I just feel like that's what they are. With this one here, Mike, I feel like he's got to happen first, right? And then Joe Burrow. I feel like he's got to be the domino. Right? I got to think Cincinnati and Burrow are waiting for Herbert so they can one-up him because I think the general consensus would be, hey, Burrow went to the Super Bowl, was really close to going to the Super Bowl again, right? And he should be paid more, and I don't disagree with that.
I think Burrow can one-up Herbert. I don't think Herbert can one-up Burrow.
Right.
If I'm Burrow,
right.
I don't care about Herbert. When I hear that comment yesterday,
yeah,
I don't care about Herbert because you know what? At the end of the day, Herbert is going to take a deal that is a different type of deal than mine. He's content. He's content to be underpaid. I got that vibe from that comment. Now, look, Justin Herbert is a very low-key kind of a guy, and maybe he doesn't care about the money. Maybe he doesn't care about it. Maybe he can be talked into the Patrick Mahomes type of an approach where money is left over for other players, whatever the case may be. But when he says it's out of my control, whatever happens, happens, that is incredibly naive. That's not the way it should be. Don't surrender full control of your life to your agent. It's not, I have my agent to handle that. Well, your agent handles it, but your agent works for you. You don't work for your agent. It just troubled me that he's just kind of like accepting whatever they show up with. It's good news for the Chargers. But I just think, again, you've got a limited number of years where you can earn this kind of money. They're only paying it to you because you play at a high level. If you didn't, they wouldn't be giving it to you. You're benefiting them. The contract needs to benefit you and ensure that you're properly taken care of for the risks you take. I mean, look at the injuries he's had. He had that week 2 chest injury that may have affected him for a lot of the year. He has a left shoulder problem that required surgery. This is a big guy. This is like a Cam Newton type of a guy who maybe doesn't have 15 years in the NFL the way he's gotten banged around. So he needs to be sensitive to that.
Yeah, I hear you. And, like we always talk about, yeah, he's got to be sensitive. You don't know how long you can play, how long it's going to last. You got to capitalize. You also got to push the market for the other players and quarterbacks in football. That's something we talked about a little last week. That is your duty. But, yeah, he is definitely one that I would categorize as I don't think he really cares all that much. As long as he's just in that upper stratosphere somewhere, I think he's content, and he's not going to make too much of an issue over this.
Let's take a break. They're unveiling the cover of the new Madden game on Wednesday. We're going to have a draft today of some unconventional choices we'd like to see them at least consider. We'll do that next here on PFT. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.